What's up guys, welcome back and welcome to some Automobilista 2. Now these beasts, we're going to be driving these 1989 Formula 1 cars. These are the Formula Classic, the Generation 2, but I've got a skin pack installed guys where it changes the AI, so we've got Nigel Mansell and Senna, we've got all them. But back in 1989, Nigel Mansell went to Ferrari and the first race he actually won was here. It's called JACAREPAGUA. Now instead of Interlagos, this is a Brazilian track the Formula 1 used to go here sometimes. So in 1989, Nigel Mansell actually won this race. Look at Senna and Prost at the front. You've got Gerhard Berger, us. There's obviously an extra Ferrari there, that shouldn't be there, just pretend that's not there, but look at that man. But this car guys, since the last update, it just feels absolutely mint. Now I've just come from GTR2 and I love the force feedback on that. And when I've put this on guys, the detail in this is just crazy. I can feel every little bump through the force feedback. I've actually had to turn it down because it felt that strong. But these cars since the latest update just feel great. They really do. Listen to it man. We're going to use the turbocharged. There's actually 3 models you can check out. But there's Senna and Prost. I can't wait until the next update though, until when they be able to do the suits and helmets. Like this might get uploaded after that, I don't know, because I make videos in advance. I like to be ahead sometimes. But we're going to do 15 laps at JACAREPAGUA with a mandatory pit stop. So we're going to, and what we'll do is as well, we'll turn the tyre weight up to say ×4, just to make it a little bit more interesting. But absolutely brilliant. I'm really looking forward to this one guys. I'll tell you what we'll do then, we'll go and check out the models in these skins. So there's what we're going to be driving guys, the Ferrari. It's got about 700, over 700 horsepower or 650, I maybe should have checked, but doesn't weigh much. Now this is driven by Nigel Mansell, you can see his name there. This is what we're going to be driving, we're going to have to drive Mansell's car. But it looks brilliant doesn't it? Fiat, it's not a Fiat engine. But quickly check the liveries. You can also see the McLaren showroom. There's the McLaren. It's the same model. There's 3 models of the cars. But this is more, I don't know what it's based on. I think it might be based on the McLaren. Because one of them's turbocharged. The other 2 are naturally aspirated. This is the one, that's Senna's car. You can see Senna's name there. But if we go back, like look, it's 776 brake horsepower. Woohoo! It's a flyer. Then you've got the Leighton house as well. This has got about 740. This has got a little bit less horsepower, but the Leighton house. But this is a naturally aspirated. Look, you can see the engine there and all the suspension work at the back. Brilliant stuff. I'll see what other. That's got 662 horsepower. Sorry, and you can check the liveries. You've got all of them there. The Judd, Brabham Judd, and then you've got this one at the top. This is the Lotus Select. Now this has got about 6, this is the least powerful, but it's actually the lightest. This one actually handles the best out of all of them. But we're going to be driving this is Nakajima's car. Look at the suspension work at the back. Oh, great. These are great cars. They feel brilliant now. I want to get a better view though. They do feel better since the latest update. Now this might get uploaded. There, that's a good view, isn't it? This might get uploaded when the update's been out. There's the Benetton, the Tyrrell, the Jägermeister. But yeah, guys, we're going to be driving the Ferrari. Nigel Mansell's Ferrari. This puppy's 600 knot brake. Anyway, guys, put your seatbelts on. Let's fly over to Brazil. Right, guys, the lights are up. Give it a rev. V6 power. Right, now here we go, revving it out. Off we go. This is a this is a turbocharged V6. It's a 1.5 litre. It's got 670 or 770 brake horsepower. This is I would say probably the hardest to drive out of the 3. But anyway, we've got a crowd to them at the minute. We're going to have to try and get amongst it here. But it's a really high downforce circuit. This you've got to be very careful. Like when you're coming on the power, you've got to be confident going. Like look at that front. That's a flat out corner when you've got a clear track. Look at the AI, look a bit artificial there, I will be honest. I don't know how they all stay together. We'll be inside with a few of them. Let's get in the second, short shift in the second. But there, right, feel it. Now I'm for 13,000 RPM. I'm actually going to turn my force feedback up a little bit. But I've just been driving GTR2, guys, and it just felt, all the minute little details in the force feedback when I come onto this felt crazy. You go pretty much flat out into there, down to third gear, Nakajima ahead. But it is a great circuit, this. I don't know it like really well, but I know which way it goes. We have got a mandatory pit stop ahead, 100% EI. I'm trying to concentrate that much here, right, on the power nice and gentle, because it is a bit of a longer race. I have got the tyre weight up as well, coming up the inside of Nakajima. Oh, he cut my nose off there though. Phew, the EI are pretty quick here, aren't they? Right then, nice and neat on the brakes, get it in second gear. Right, you've got to roll it in, right, feed the power in nicely. But look, this thing revs out at about 13,000 RPM. It actually revs higher than the other two. The other two die off at about 12,500. Yeah, you're going really well actually. Can we go around the outside of Nakajima on the feeder in? I just can't get on the power, I've got too much turbo lag. But Richa Studios really do model turbocharge as well. It's not just a torque curve what they use. They use like proper lag. This has got like real turbo lag. And you can tell when you're just driving it, flat chat into there. Oh, I feel the force feedback really loads up when you get through there. But this is a good little overtaking spot. Up the inside of Nakajima, right then it's on, sorry mate, that was a bit, sorry right then on the power now, feel it. Got to be so careful coming back on the power. After driving GTR2 you can just be pretty aggressive coming back on the power on that. Not on Automobilista 2, that's not the case. This has just got, the physics feel so much like more to them. They feel like they're running at a much higher refresh rate. You know, like everything's just a little bit more of everything really. Anyway, can we get up the inside? I was thinking about it. Risky. Oh, a little bit wide there though. Leave it in second gear. Third short shift. Blip the throttle into second. You've really got to lean on the downforce. That's what you've got to do with this track. Oh, you don't want to be hitting the curbs like that though. The curbs are really high. Blip the throttle. Get it in. Right in. Third. Got the tyre wear on ×4 as well, so tyre shouldn't really go through the motions of the tyre. Right on the power now. I'm on the power so early, but I just can't get the power down because the rears are just spinning and we've got all that turbo lag. What an absolute blast this is though. Can we go around the outside? Oh, no. That was dodgy. Sorry mate. Who was it? Oh, it went off. Gungelman. Can't get, this is so hard to concentrate at the same time. Down to second gear. Right, feed the power in nicely. This corner's flat out, you just keep it pinned and you just throw it in, it just sticks. I have put a little bit extra downforce on the car as well, so we might have a little bit, this is a great little overtaking spot, this will, up the inside, just block his lane. That was a bit aggressive, but never mind, we made it work. I don't know if I've got damage on neither, but we made it work, went to 11 through. We've got next John and Lacey. Let's go and get a Lacey. We might have a little bit less speed in the straight line, but because I did put an extra bit of downforce on, but you just yeet it into there, down to third gear. What a car. This is probably the hardest to drive out the three as well. Oh, the rear was going to step away from where I had to get on the power at the right time. Down to third, second, wait for it. I had to wait for the power there because it would have just spun if I got on it too early. I don't even know where the pitch is. This thing. It's on the right somewhere. There it is. There's the pit. It's got a bit of a weird pit entry this as well, if I remember. Right then, on the power, feed it. Wait for it now. Let's get John Lacey in the Lotus. Oh, John, for the Bandit. Watch yourself. It's on the outside. Don't let him go. Can we go around the outside of the Lacey? Oh, come on, make it move. Come on, make it stick. He's blocked the line. Oh, that was good driving from John Lacey, like. Third gear, you just lean on the downforce, down to second. I'm on the power now, feed it. Into third, into fourth. This bit's just flat. Flick it up through the gearbox. I think these would have been using an H-pattern manual gearbox as well, I would have thought. Coming up the inside of Lacey in the little spot. That's a great little overtaking spot, that. On the power, feed it. Now I'm flat. 13,000 RPM onto the straight. Into fifth, well, that 1-4. Revving it out into 6, flat chat, pedal to the metal, flat out, we are flying. This bit's tricky, down to 4th, 1/3, go around the outside. Come on, make it stick. What a move that was. Wow, if I made that work, that was just brilliant. little centre S's. I don't know if they call it like little S's. It's just a great track for Formula cars, isn't it? It's like it's built for Formula 1 cars. Like there's a modern version of this track as well. Oh, I went in there a little bit hot. Oh, I nearly lost the car. So big style there. They're going to get, the AI are going to get a bit quicker the further up the field we get though. But how far up the field can we get? There's something I need to do as well, I've just realised. And it's not working. So, oh my god, so it's going to do... Oh my god, no. Sorry guys, this is all going... Sorry, I'm getting it all fumbled. That was a big mistake on my... I need to get the pit stops right, so I need to tell it to not fix the damage, and I need to get some tyres selected. Oh god, this is hard. This is... Reaching the studios need to sort this out a bit, I think. Like, this is one... It's just too... For me, like, my wheel's dodgy. It's like the joystick's a bit broken. It's... Oh, whoa. Big kick oversteer there, right, on the straight. Right, the next page, I want damage off, right, and tyres, soft slick, there. We're ready for the pits now. Wow, that was sorry about that little bit of the pausing and that. Right, lean on the downforce there in 4th gear. Right, now let's get amongst it. I don't know what lap to pit on though. After this one I think we'll have a couple of quiet ones and then we'll probably go into the pits with the S's. But you've really got to use, like, be clever when you're using the boost. You've got to know when, like, there, you've got to wait to get on the power, because if you get, like, this car, like, it's not the oversteer, it's actually quite snappy if you, but it's like how it would be, these cars would be hard to drive, you know, they're not going to be easy, are they? Is that, yeah, I think that's the end of the lap there. Right guys, what we'll do is we'll have a good listen to this turbocharged V6. Be nudge. Hey. great stuff. Oh, guys, we've got the pit stop sorted as well. I think we might pit at the end of this lap. These might as well. Get that throttle, but oh, we nearly got round the outside of him before down to second. Wait for it, you've got to wait for the corner. You've got to let the corner come to you. You don't want to rush nothing. This is just flat here, you just yeet it in there. This circuit's just brilliant for Formula cars. Like it just feels like they're made for them. This is a good little overtaking spot when you get it. Oh, I lost the rear of the car there. Feel it. Right on the power. We just haven't got the straight line speed like the other cars have. I think we might do one lap, one more, and then we'll pit. We've got the slipstream up the inside of Herbert. He's brave on the brakes though. This is nuts. This is brilliant stuff. I hope we can keep this going. I think we'll do another lap before we pit. We can see how much tyre wear we've got. We've actually got quite a bit of tyre wear actually. Right then, feed the throttle in. He's having a great little battle, aren't they? Could probably do them if we just yeeted it, but one little lock up actually there. Right, let's do it. Let's do another lap. One more and then we'll pit. I think they've got the same idea. Maybe he could have done the undercut, but we'll go for it. This is brilliant. One more lap and then we'll pit. Revving it out, break that foot, get on third gear actually. Go around the outside, I was thinking, I'm on the power now. Just roll on the throttle, nice and progressive. The throttle control is very important in these cars, especially at this track. But the force feedback just tells you everything you want to know, you know. Like, it's just absolutely tip top. AMS2 is so good. I don't know why more people don't play this title when it's this good, you know. Oh, I've got a good hold of the car there, just not close enough. Around the outside, on the straight, down the power. Feel it. Right then, into fourth. Remember guys, we're going to pit at the end of this lap. I can't remember which ones we pit button, I'm getting more frustrated. Anyway, we've got to get the inside line. Great stuff, come on, keep it going. Two of them. Oh my god, that was close, wasn't it? Fourth gear. This car is brilliant. Third, oh, I went a little bit wide there. Herbert lost it as well, what's he doing? Herbert lost it big time there. This is Johnny Herbert, great British driver. I don't know if he won any races or not, but looks like he's having trouble with his tyres. But we're coming in as well, I think he's going to be as well though. Down to second, get that apex. Right, we're coming in guys now. Right, right. Where's my pit limiter? Into first, come. Look at the pit lane, it's mint, isn't it? Right. Pit limit on, I forgot which one it was. Pit limit on, come on guys. We want no boo-boos, we want. Right, nice, stop on the marks. Right. Go on, get that tyre on. Got quite a bit of tyre wear actually. Look, they're not going to do the damage neither. Clutch in. Revs are up, tyres. Someone else is coming in. Revs up, let the clutch out nice and slow. That's a good pit stop. For the time that'll do anyway. Right now, I don't know when I can let pit limit off. Right, here we go. Fresh rubber. The tyres are going to be cold, so I'm going to have to be careful on the first lap. Oh, but I can feel a difference already straight away in the front tyres. Oh, you can really feel a difference. Actually, I just feel like I've got so much more bite. Right, in the third, I love this corner. You're just flat. Do not lift at all. Little tiny lift at the end of the corner actually. Get to generate some heat in these tyres. Who's this? Gacho. Up the inside of Gacho. Oh, nearly lost the rear of the car actually there. Then we've got Prost in front of her. Prost must have pitted, so we've caught Prost in a way. I'm sure he was ahead of her. Into six. What a race this is. Absolutely brilliant. Right then, left, down a couple of cogs, you're on third gear really. Just roll on the throttle. We've done Prost as well. Where's Prost? Oh my god. Where is he? We've done him. He's right up at Juff though. Can you see Prost? He's up the inside. Even in third gear. He's once with Prost there. Keep defend the line. Get it in second. Nice defensive driving. And defensive at the same time. See Prost in the mirror there. Come and get him inside. Remember we've got fresh tyres on, so that's better. Right then, here we go. Prost all over it. I went wide. Prost up the inside. He didn't have the balls to go through. I left the door open a little bit for him as well. There's Prost. Oh my god, this is brilliant stuff. It's harder when you haven't got a car there to follow as well. Like, I don't know this track as much as I'd like to know really, but fresh rubber's making a big difference. Down the second, roll around the corner. Feed the power in the third. 14th position, the pit stops will start to show themselves out soon. Oh, nearly got an over rotation off the car there. Down the second, right. Missed the apex, but oh, big hiccups there. I missed the apex by a mile there. We've caught somebody else though as well. Look, we're pulling away from Prost. 13,000 RPM, 5th gear, into 6, absolutely pegged. Got Johansson ahead of her. Down the 4th, just roll onto the corner. Oh, the grip we had there was absolutely nuts. Obviously, in real life, it would feel like the head was going to really pop off a bit. Really would. Down the second gear, maybe. Get up the inside of him. Oh, he got on the power pedal. Oh, that's what I mean about the big wiggle from the rear there, though. Wow. I'm going to have to be careful here. I don't want to get carried away. He's going in the pits. Right, we might catch a couple of people coming out the pits here. Down the second gear, miles wide of the apex there. There's somebody ahead of her. Letting it out. Another one. Who is it? We had quite a slow pit stop, but it was decent. It was down the third, roll onto the corner. Who's this? It's who is it? It's John Lacey. Is he in the Williams? I think he's in the Williams. That should be pretty quick. He'll be pretty quick in there than that. No, it's not a Williams. I don't know what it is. Might be a Tyrrell. I haven't got a clue actually. A flat out corner. We'll call that flat. It's just, this track just feels like it's made for Formula cars, the way the S's they come on, like you can really feel the downforce loading up in the force feedback. Feel it. Oh, a big little wiggle from the rear. No falls back. Prost's chasing me in, he's on it. 3 laps left. 13,000 RPM. The fuel's starting to come off now, so the car's starting to get nice and light. I feel like I've overheated the tyres a little bit, though. We'll have to just simmer down a little bit in these corners because I'm really leaning on the downforce here. Like here, look, you go left and right. Mint. Flip that throttle in the third, in the second. Right then. Oh, a little bit wide there. Revving it out. Flip the throttle. Oh, should have been in second actually there. Getting the gears all wrong now. God, this is intense actually. Flip that throttle in the second. Get the apex. Feed it. See, I want to get on the power so much early, but you just can't. You just can't. Who's this head with John Lacey? We've got Berger ahead as well. We've just went past him with teammate in the Ferrari. So we're up the field, yeah, like we're in 12th at the minute. We might get a couple more. It's panned out alright actually. But doesn't it just, when you're putting pit stops in, doesn't it just add that extra element, that little bit more to the race? Like, that's why I'm doing these longer races. That's why I can do this in the MS2. In the Seto Corsa, you can't really do pit stops properly, you know, not like this you can anyway. Like mandatory pit stops, like, it just adds so much to the race. Oh, that was a yeet. Fully sent that, didn't we? Signed, sealed and delivered, that was. We've got Patrice in the Williams ahead of her now, though. We're in 10th position. Prost's coming through the field there behind her as well. 180 mile an hour. Just lift out of it, flip the throttle twice in the 4th, then in the 3rd. Oh yes, what an absolute beast of a car. Now if you like these cars, guys, like there's 2 other models, we could take another one to like Adelaide or something like that. Just let us know in the comments if you're enjoying these style races. Like I love making them. I love making videos, guys. It's a very powerful thing when you know people enjoy like content that you make. Like it's such a nice feeling knowing people enjoy it. Just knowing that people press like. So that's why I'd ask you, if you really do enjoy the video, press like, but only if you enjoy it, you know. It just, being a creator, like it really does feel great knowing that people enjoy what you're doing. 2 laps left. Who's that coming out of the pits? There's another place. We're in the 7th position. This is on the outside of, oh my god. On the outside of Boots, and I don't know who he is. But that's a Williams ahead of us, so it's a pretty quick car. Come again on the power, early enough for third, into fourth, on flat corner, into fifth. Lost a little bit of time there, like the third gear. Sometimes you can door up the inside, he left the door open, but I couldn't get the move stuck. I feel I'm on the power so early now. Right, into third, come again these slipstream, fourth, into fifth. Oh, it's Patrice ahead of her. Got Mansell ahead as well in fourth. Right, 6 gear, 180 mile an hour. Got the wrong line though to take. Oh my god. Wow. How the, I shouldn't have been able to hold on to that, but somehow I did. Oh my god. Brown pants. We have got brown pants. Wow. Blip that throttle. You've got to blip the throttle on the downshift as well, because you've got to match the engine speed. Because it just really upsets the car if you don't. But that was a brown pants moment, that. Someone else going in the pits, they're leaving it late, aren't they? The second gear, right, get it in on the power now, feel it. Right, feel it. Into third. We've got 2 Williamses ahead, we've got Patrice and Mansell. On the final lap we go. When a hey in a hole, then hey in a hole. Yo, what do you know? This is the Bandit show. Round the outside. Oh my, hit the curb. Third, fourth, third, roll the coin. Down to second, a little bit of understeer right there. Right in third, into flat. Absolutely flat chat. Nigel Mansell, Patrice ahead of her for the taking. Can we get them though onto the straight? That's what we need. We need a good line coming out of here. Right, and got the line. Right on the power. Feel it. Let it eat. Feel it. Let it eat. Absolute thoroughbred Ferrari down the straight at JACAREPAGUA for the final time in 15. We've got Mansell ahead of her, Patrice. We've got 4 wide. Can we be last of the late breakers? Lift off. Blip the throttle into fourth. Round the outside. Oh my god. Oh. Can we make it? Oh, I can't even speak. I hope he held his line well though. That was good driving from Boutzen, I think it's called. But I don't think we're going to be able to make. I think that's going to be it. Oh, I nearly lost the rear going into there as well. Power into second. Guys, I could just keep going driving this. I do a couple of stints, it just feels brilliant. Oh, nearly lost the car there as well. Overcooked it. At the final corner, little lock up. On the power so early. Feel it. Oh, I just couldn't make the move stick. Wow. That was absolutely fantastic. Whew, guys, I need to cool down a little bit. Wow, the sweat is dripping off my brow. That was a very intense race. But what a great car this is. Guys, as you can see, this car is very controllable at the limit. You know, this track just feels like it's made for these type Formula 1 cars. Like, the way that goes lefts and rights, you can really feel it lean on the front of the car. So the back's just like, you're just predicting it with the force feedback, and it's very predictable. It's the best words I can give it, but guys, I really love enjoying. If you like these longer style videos, I don't know what he's like. You know, like I love making these when you put a pit stop in. It just adds a nice little, mixes it up a bit more. You know. But what a brilliant mod this is. I will leave the link for the mod in the description. This is the 1989 pack. You've got them all. But when you're coming down here, the car you can really lean on the downforce there. Like you're absolutely flying there. Just come down, drop a couple of cogs, and you just lean on the front of the car like here, and then you're still leaning on it, you go right. Like, I'm surprised the tyre wear wasn't a lot higher than actually what it was. But a little wiggle from the car there. Let's just watch a lap of this. But absolutely great stuff, you know. Like, I don't know if this is going to get uploaded before the latest update, like 1.4. It might be after, it doesn't matter. But Indy cars are coming to, and over racing, like, Reacher Studios deserve all the credit they can get, you know, because they're not just giving away a game and then dumping it on there. Like, they're constantly working on this stuff, and it's paying off for them, and I'm really glad to see how much it is paying off for them. Like, it's absolutely brilliant. Automobilista 1's a brilliant title. Like, there's a 1988 car that I've drove that at this track as well. It feels great in its own right. But yeah, guys, absolutely great stuff. I'll leave it at that then. We'll watch a little bit more of the lap. Look, we're up the back of the Lotus there, where you can see where we're going to get them. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to love yous and leave yous. Peace from the northeast. Toodles.